I'm proud of our guys because I thought in the first half, I thought Minnesota did a good job with their physicality and their pressure, and they kind of had us on our heels. And one of the things we talked about, or the main thing we talked about at halftime, is just trying to be the aggressor and not play on your back heel. And I thought our guys did a good job of flipping that switch at halftime. And hopefully we could have done it from the beginning, but our guys figured it out, and a lot of guys, played a big part. And I thought Deuce was really, really good for us on both ends of the floor. His aggressiveness, his pace, when he was in the game, just helped get us over the hump in a lot of different situations. And so he was really, really big for us tonight in terms of trying to establish ourselves as the aggressor. Yeah, had a lot of. He also was our defensive player of the game. It could have gone to Mitch too. I thought Mitch had like 9 blocks or 10 blocks. I was shocked he only had 3, but Mitch was all over the place. He was guarding everybody, contesting shots, blocking shots, and then I'm gonna take a poll. Who has seen a stat sheet that has somebody playing 16 minutes and get 9 offensive rebounds? Raise your hand. Who? I like that. Yes, I mean that was absolutely amazing. And one of the things we talked about was hitting the offensive glass, and for Mitch to get 9. I've been on OG. OG is as talented and strong and athletic as they come, and he had 5 big offensive rebounds for us tonight. So between the two of those guys, it's 14 offensive rebounds. You throw Cat in the mix, that's 17 offensive rebounds from 3 of your starters, which is absolutely amazing. Those guys were phenomenal on the glass. We had 21 offensive rebounds. Which was a big night for us, and to get 21 offensive rebounds, you guys excuse me, on 54% shooting, that's amazing, and they're a big, strong, athletic team. So I got to give our guys a lot of credit. 55 field goals made, 32 assists, and so the ball's moving, the ball's humming. And that was part of the success we had in the second half. It was our quick decisions. The floor was spaced the right way, and we just kept trying to share the ball and find an open teammate. Jalen and our backcourt of Jalen and Mikal, those two guys had a combined 15 assists between the two of them. And I mean, I could go on and on. It's a big win versus a really good team that's well coached.
Coach, you spoke about Mitch and OG, but they the catalyst for the aggressiveness. Obviously, Mitch playing in those short intervals seemed to really have that burst every time he was on the floor.
Yeah, they were big, but I got to give a lot of credit to Deuce. Deuce was aggressive the right way. He was played under control, but if they tried to pick up full court, he drove it by him. He touched the paint. He played off the 2 and he sprayed it. And guys got great looks, so it got us into our offense. Josh was also a big catalyst in terms of trying to get us to push the pace and play the right way. So it was obviously a collective or a team effort, but those two guys did a lot of little things that won't show up in here that helped us become the aggressors in that second half especially.
Mike, one more thing on the offensive rebounds. I was talking to Mikal the other day, and he said your system crashing from the corners is very important.
Is very what?
Important.
Yeah.
Have you seen a consistency from guys with that? And 2, is that something guys do naturally, or is that something you have to harp on throughout camp as you're trying to implement this type of system where make sure guys are crashing from certain spots on the floor?
You got to stay on guys because it's think about it. Every offensive possession, go. That's I always I told our guys this. There are a lot of talented teams and people in this league, just like in any walk of life. The ones that are great are the most consistent. And so that's part of it, just trying to get guys to be consistent in doing what we do, even something as simple as if you're in the crash zone, attack the glass. If you're in the crash zone, attack not 50% of the time. And we chart it, and they see it after every game, but we're trying to go 10 for 10 if you're in that crash zone 10 times. So we got to keep pushing them, but our guys, they've been really, really good trying to do the right thing when they're out on that floor.
Coach, pace is perceived as kind of pushing the ball up the court, but it's, pace is measured also in the half-court offense. Are you becoming more satisfied with your pace in the half-court offense?
For sure. I thought in the first half, no, I wasn't happy. Again, you got to give Minnesota credit that they were up in us and they were physical, and we did not attack that the right way from the beginning of the game. We kind of played on our heels, and it lasted the whole first half, or most of the first half. We had a little window that we got aggressive. Again, I thought when Deuce was on the floor, his group did a really good job of it, and Josh. But the second half, I thought everybody picked up the pace, not just in the full court, but in the front court as well. And the biggest difference in the front court, you have to play with. You have to have a cadence with your pace. It can't be 100 miles an hour all the time. You got to know when you got to go from point A to point B. You could do that at 100 miles an hour, but throughout most of our movement stuff offensively, you got to play with a little bit of a cadence, quick to slow, slow to quick, just to keep the defense guessing.
Coach, next one. Coach Finch said that before the game he sees a lot of tendencies from how you ran your system in Sacramento with the ball movement and guys moving around. Today, a lot of uncontested shots in the second half.
Yeah.
What are the tendencies that you think are the same from Sacramento with his team? How do you see it kind of evolving?
Well, I would say this after our game against Chicago. I walked by Kev and I said, I told Kevin Herter, I said, miss you, man. I enjoyed our time working together in Sacramento. He said, yeah, Coach, I did too. He goes, dang. You brought everything that we did in Sacramento here with the exact same calls. I felt like I was back in Sacramento on offense. I knew everything that was coming. So we're trying to play the same way. We want to play with pace. We want to space the floor the right way. We want to touch the paint. We want to make quick decisions. We want to reverse the ball so the defense doesn't get settled. That's our offensive philosophy in general. And our guys are doing a good job of grasping it, and their actions or concepts that we taught our guys as a foundation or a basis that so they can get creative and play out of those concepts.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Mitch doing the things that he does on the glass. How impressive is that? 9 offensive rebounds in 16 minutes.
It's very impressive. It's what he does, and whenever he's out there doing that, it makes us really comfortable like shooting the shots because we know like we might get a second chance.
What's different about this team just in a week's time?
I think we're growing, we're learning, and obviously playing at home is a big factor. And when we get back on the road, we got to focus up even harder than we do at home and find a way to win. But the energy at home is great, and playing in front of these fans is awesome. We got to continue to improve in that manner.
How's it out there playing these guys?
No, it was something built special there, and obviously it's different when you're in the process, and now you're going against the process. So, they're a great team. We built something special there, and to see what they're doing right now is special, and I expect nothing less than greatness from them.
You're going to get Rudy and Ant both tonight at the rim?
Nah. I just wanted to win, and it's always great when you see your brothers. Just see them still with an NBA jersey on, cherishing this moment. Ant himself is becoming the face of the league, and me and Rudy are just years and years of battles against each other, to turning to teammates and having a close bond. It was really good to go compete against my brothers out there.
How much are you staying in tune with what they do as time goes on?
I talk to a lot of them almost every day, if not every other day. So me and Ant, like I said, those are my brothers. But Ant, Jaden, Rudy, Mike, all of them. Down the list, Nas, they're my brothers. It's deeper than basketball, and it's always great when you get to see family.
When you are playing this team as a whole and you kind of know how they want to play, what they like to play, like how do you use that to your advantage going into a game?
Oh, I know my play package gone to Nas, so I'm pretty positive on the horns action for him. So it gives me a little bit of insight. But again, like I said, we built something special over there, and they're just a really, really, really good team.
things change so much?
Just to get stops and run out in transition. Try to force them into difficult shots and just make their attempts harder. And then just go and play, do the stuff we practice every day.
OG, when you see Mitch sometimes 16 minutes, 9 offensive rebounds, 3 blocks, is any of it surprising you're still playing with him for almost 2 years now?
Oh, I mean, no. I knew before I got here that Mitch was special, and just seeing him every night, it's amazing. No one can do what he does. He impacts the game in ways that, no one else can do, like blocking shots, just everything he does. He's amazing defensively, and he helps our team a lot.
Does it, because not just him going after those offensive rebounds, you were on the floor for one at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a change in philosophy this season? Is there just a difference in the energy and getting after those offensive rebounds? What is it this season?
I'm just trying to read where the ball's going and making a play on the ball. And then when Mitch and Cat are in there fighting for the ball, I can fly in there because they take up a lot of space on rebounding and stuff. So just using it to my advantage.
Did you work at all on playing with timing on your drives? Do you feel like that's something you've gotten? Tonight you had a drive in I think it was the third quarter where you kind of go in and feel like a younger version of you would have just kind of beeline straight to the hoop, but instead you kind of swerved right around Randall and then went up with a scoop layup. But do you feel like you're better on timing on your drives now than you maybe were a few years ago?
I think so. I think I watch a lot of film, and I always try to improve on each and every game. And I watch a lot of basketball as well, so I'm always trying to pick up on stuff and find ways to improve and be better and correct stuff.
What's it take to get better at that specifically? What do you feel like? What are you studying in order to get better at actual time?
Practicing it, and then also reps and messing up. You learn from mistakes and you learn from experience. So just doing it and just trying to be better each time.
What do you think's clicked so well? What do you think's clicked so well for the offense, especially since you guys got home, just the way you guys are shooting and everything?
I don't know. I think eventually, it was still new to us. I think we're still getting better. We're not even where we want to be yet, but it's continuing to improve. We're well coached, so they do all the stuff in practice, and we're just trying to execute it and follow through what our game plan is.
What is it about your ability to turn defense into offense that's so effective in this offense?
I don't know. I just do it, just get steals and go the other way. So
Is there an art to deflections though?
Yeah, I could never tell. I would never say what I do, but I've been doing it my whole life. High school, college, previously other team with the Raptors. So I've always done it. So it's always been my thing.
Does it just come down to timing for you?
Just knowing what to do, just the ability, knowing what to do, being able to do it.
Is that intentional when you deflected over Julius there, to start that break?
Yeah. I don't have to watch it. I haven't seen it again, but I just do stuff. I don't know. Sometimes stuff just happens, but I think it looked cool.
I realize if you told us the secret, we wouldn't be able to actually execute it.
I know, but I would never say.
All set?
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
What was the key to this win for you guys?
I think guarding as a team, they got a lot of talented guys on the other side, so I think our game plan was just to guard them as a team. Not one man can do it. I had a great night of defending, but it was because of my teammates behind me.
This bench over the last couple of games has really started to show out and show its potential. What has changed over the last couple of games?
Honestly, I think it's just the confidence we give to each other coming off the bench, whether it's Jordan, Landry, Yabu, whoever's coming off the bench. We just want to give each other confidence and really play together.
Are you still surprised sometimes when you see some of the, Are you still surprised sometimes when you see some of the things he does in 9 offensive rebounds in 16 minutes?
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy how much he dominates, the rebounding game, and it changes it for us, extra possessions, kick out threes, things like that. It's huge.
I feel like as a group you're getting into a good rhythm, even though it's early, just with this new offense. And what's on your plate so far?
Yeah, obviously we hit some bumps in the road. That was expected. It's a long year. We just want to continue to strive to be our best every time we step onto the floor. And again, just play together, trust each other, make the right plays.